I'm Margaret Kimaru. I'm the mother of the 265 kids who are residing here at Baraka Children's Home, here in Nairobi, Kenya, Kayole Estate. It just started like just community center back 1990. Our first kid I rescued 1990, and it was just like, it was a God's call, and I had promised God when God will bless me with a job which I can sustain myself and an extra one soul, I will start feeding the orphans. So I was employed by the Kenyan government in 1990, and that's when I started rescuing these kids. I did that in my home for quite a long time, until when they came up to 20, I was unable to weigh both these kids and my own kids, because by that time, by 1991, that's when I get my firstborn, 93 the second born, and I was not able to balance my house and these kids. And 2006, I decided to move out to look for a plot or a hostel to host these kids, in order for me to be able to give both parties my love. And that's when I opened, 2006 I opened a children's home, and I called Baraka because it's a blessing to me and to the Republic and to the world. We stayed from 2006 until I was chasing how I can register. I registered that Baraka as a community-based organization and a children's home, and I officially got my certificate in 2009. Up to date, Baraka is here. It's official, it is known, and we are moving. They come from different locality, different backgrounds. We have 70% are total orphans. We have others from a broken family. We have others from domestic violence families. We have abandoned. We have few street children. And we have those who are maybe infected, or affected by HIV and AIDS. We have kids from zero years, that is days, up to some are adults. Regardless on how these kids came, you can get a kid who is 12 years and he have never been in school, meaning this kid will start from standard 1 when he or she is 12 years. So if you can count from standard 1, 12 years, you'll see that that kid will finish the Form 4 course when he or she is 25 years or 26 years. That's why I'm saying we have adults here. Okay, the breakdown is as follows. We have 81 kids now in secondary school, different schools. Some are in nationals, provincials, and other maybe district schools, both genders. We have 16 in different colleges. We have 11 in university. We have 22 kids under 1 year. Those are the only kids who are not in school because their age is not yet. And the remaining kids now, they are attending primary school. Okay, for primary schools, most of them, they attend public schools, different public schools surroundings. But for secondary school, most of them are in boarding school. Why? Because the community is wanting where we are. It's not friendly, life friendly for the teenagers. And I saw like it was wise for me to find a boarding school for all of them to pull them from the community they are living in. Because Baraka hosts so many kids. So if one kid is spoiled, he will come or she will come and spoil the other small kids. It was wise as a mother to consider both ways, to consider it is either money or the life. And I consider life first because every life matters. Okay, the challenges here, there are many. But if I can maybe count one or two, we have challenges of school fees. Like the Form 4s opened school sometimes back, I think last month, and they were chased away because of school fees. They are at home up to now because they don't have school fees, and the accumulation of school balances to that one school. These kids, they school in one school, 18 kids, and 5 are for Form 4s. So the teacher there, they are just saying, even the balances of the other kids, you have to pay so that we can allow the 5 kids. The balances is 440,000. The balances was almost 620 something thousand. I tried my best to pay for these 5 kids so that I can go back to school, and I managed to pay like 100 and something thousand for them to go back to school. But it was not easy. They just denied to listen to me, and they were chased from school. They are here now. I thank God because they have life. Uniform for these kids. Buying uniform for all those kids. And the 269 are permanently residing here. We have other 300 other kids who are in school, but outreach. Outreach meaning we feed them, we clothe them, we educate them, but we don't give them accommodation. Because maybe they have their grandparent who can take care of them, but she's not able to feed them or educate them, or otherwise. So being that, buying the school uniform becomes a challenge. Feeding these kids is the most challenge issue here. We have kids also in Thika and Ruiru, sorry. We spend here in Baraka, Kayole. We cook 2 bales lunch only, 2 bales in the evening. Getting that money to buy that food is a challenge. The third one is water. We spend over 20,000 liters of water for 2 days. And there is ration in here. Money for the county government comes here on Friday, Saturday morning, 6, it's gone. Meaning we buy water from day 1 up to the last day. It's a challenge. Whoever maybe is watching can maybe give us a security tank. We'll appreciate a lot, because water is life. Shelter. I have my own 2 plots where the big boys, 14 years and above, they sleep. That's my own plot. And where the girls sleep, 14 years and above. But the rest, I have rented 3 plots. Paying house rent is also a challenge. Every month I'm supposed to pay 364,000 for those plots. And yet I don't have any permanent person to pay for this house. I depend on you and me. It is not guaranteed that you can provide to me. And me also, my work is not guaranteed that I will get money. So we are facing even eviction day in, day out. That's remain a challenge. Fifth, we have medication. We have physical challenged kids in Baraka. We have others living positively, cancerous diseases. We have diabetic, we have pressure, and henceforth. Meeting the medication is a challenge. All that being said, the last and the least, transportation. We have no vehicle. We depend on friends. Okay, I would like to say this. Sometimes back last year, I sat down and calculated money which I normally use for transportation. And I saw it better to secure a loan and buy a vehicle for transportation. I bought a counter to ferry, maybe somebody will call for a bed or food or whatever, I use it. And I bought a Uber. This Uber will be taking me where I want to go, maybe for a meeting or something else, or maybe a kid is sick for urgencies, it will be used here. And when there is no urgencies, it will be used as a way of generating income for these kids. Likewise, the counter. When we have nothing to ferry from this place to this place, it can work as an airport cargo for maybe generating income. And I managed, the counter was I bought that counter as 1.5 and the Uber 1.2. They came the COVID-19. This money I was paying in installments. I first paid the first installment and then I'm paying little by little. I was unable, I was stuck. I was unable to clear the loan. The one who sold those vehicles came for the vehicle. Now the vehicle, they are at their own yard. I cannot pull the vehicle from them because I don't have the remaining cash. Meaning those vehicles will be sold. And the Uber vehicle, the balances which was remaining, it was 550,000. The rest I have paid. The counter, the remaining was 800,000. But as per now, I have no avenue to get that money. I have to surrender those vehicles. But all in all, there is God in heaven. I know there is somebody who will watch this and will be, maybe God giving is from a heart. He or she will hear me and maybe wants to pay for me those vehicles. I will appreciate. Now we have 19 staffs. And all of them, I'm paying 20,000 each. And all of them, they are important day in, day out. Without them, we cannot survive. As per now, I have 7 months I have not paid them. It's a biggest challenge because these are parents. They have their own families. They are looking for other children. They cannot pay their homes. It's a challenge. And this one gives me like, my heart is broken. But I want the life of these kids. I have to comfort myself. I have to be strong enough for these kids. So I think those are my biggest challenges. But I know one day, one time, God will make it happen.